the way God has created man has some profound truths in it, in the way that man is supposed to live. How did God create man? God created man by having a face-to-face relationship with him. In Genesis chapter 1 verse 26, we see that God created man in his image and in his likeness. What did God create? God created the spirit of man, and the nature of man was formed inside the triune nature of God, in the part of a relationship that the Father had with the Son and with the Holy Spirit. In Genesis chapter 2, we see that God made man out of the dust of the ground, and he stepped onto the dust, and he started blowing into man's nostril, and man became a living soul. The soul of man was formed inside man when God's face touched the face of man. That's where the soul of man was formed. Our authentic nature is formed out of our face-to-face relationship with the Father. Adam later was given a huge responsibility, a role as the gardener of the Garden of Eden. He was there to tend it, to guard it, to keep it, and expand the Garden of Eden and make it as the most powerful thing, the most complete thing on all over the earth, on the face of the earth. That was the role that God has given to Adam. That was the responsibility that was on Adam's life. But later, Adam was supposed to take care of his responsibility. Adam was supposed to do his duty as a gardener out of his relationship, out of his intimate connection with the Father. There was such burden of responsibility on Adam, but Adam was supposed to take care of his responsibility, or supposed to do his duty out of his relationship with the Father. In Genesis chapter 3, we see that God walked with Adam in the cool of the day. But what do we see here? We see God the Father having a personal, close, intimate relationship with Adam. Adam was able to do his work out of his relationship with the Father. Know this truth today. You will be able to do justice to your responsibility in the correct way only when you have a close relationship with the Father. Responsibilities flows out of a relationship. If you're not focusing on relationship and you are only focused on responsibility will just give you a feeling of burden. Jesus came to this earth with a great mission, with a great purpose. But the mission and the purpose of Jesus was not a burden to him, and that burden was not tiring to him. The government shall be upon his shoulder, says Isaiah chapter 9 verse 6. When the government is on your shoulder, you are having responsibility, and the government is a burden to you. But that burden need not be tiring to you when you enjoy the rest and the relationship with the Father. Today you might have a lot of burdens which is coming out of your responsibility, which is actually making you tired today. Today, the Father invites you to have a personal, intimate relationship with Him, and He wants your identity and your responsibility, your course of action to flow out of this intimate relationship that you have with the Father. Know this truth today. You are loved, you are beloved, and you are accepted in God. God bless you.